What's up guys? Today I'm going to be building a treehouse, but I've only got a week to do it. Let's go. Today's day 0. Let's go. First thing we did was we put up one board. That's going to be the strongest board we have. We put 10 screws on that one board. Then we added 2 more fencing rails and a short ladder. That's just going to be a temporary ladder as it's not very strong. It's now day 1. And I have 2 of my friends helping me for day 1. One of them even has a YouTube channel, so go and subscribe to Farmer Bill 896. To start off day 1, we transported our materials and started sawing lots of fencing rails. We then started drilling holes into our beams and added cross beams to make extra structural support. This is going to be so helpful later. As you can see, me and my friends were working together as a team, doing bit by bit at once together. This made the process so much faster and saved so much time. We then replaced our steps that we made earlier with some stronger ones, as they were not very strong at all, but now they are. This is all of the beams that we've got done today. As you can see, there's a lot more progress done today. On day 2, I had both of my friends back. Yes, that means Farmer Bill 896 is here. He's in the house. I filled the quad trailer up with pallets. This will be so useful later in the long run, and you'll soon see why. This is us transporting the pallets. As you can see, it's a really big job, and it takes up all of the space in the quad trailer. We then carried the pallets over to the treehouse to use as a platform. We then lifted them up with 2 people, one on the top, and then placed them each in specific places that we can stand on. As you can see, this platform is getting really good and it's starting to become an actual platform. This is what it looks like from the bottom when we drop the pallets on into position. We then nail them down so that they don't slip around when we're walking on them. This platform made it so much easier to work, as we could walk around, get different angles to put nails in. It made the whole process so much easier and faster. We were working on the platform, we started to realise that we kept walking into these annoying branches, so we had to quickly saw them down. We then covered the pallets in plywood so that we had a proper platform that we could step anywhere on. I then started work on the trapdoor by adding 2 hinges and nailing them on. I also brought a handle, but unfortunately the nails were way too big, so I couldn't nail that in. I then realised the nails were sticking out of the bottom, and if we went up the ladder we would get stabbed, so I flattened them down so that it was safe to go up the ladder. This is what it looks like when the trapdoor is opening. As you can see, it's a very cool way to enter a treehouse. I'm going to enjoy using this so much. We then packed up the quad, called it a day, and drove home. Guess what guys, today's day 3, and we start by filling the quad trailer with loads of plywood, fencing rails, nails, hammers and drills. Then we quickly drove to the wood with all of our supplies and got to work. When the quad trailer's full with wood, it's very hard to fit through the wood. Firstly, we check on the treehouse from the day before to see that everything is still there and it's all right and nothing's been broken. We then started to break some more branches that were in the way and were being a bit annoying. We then grabbed a very small tree that had fallen over and was blocking the track. We then pulled it out and lifted it to the side. We then unloaded all of the materials in the quad trailer and put them under the treehouse platform. Me and Farmer Bill then started building the first wall. We started by building a frame and then we covered the frame in plywood to create a wall. It didn't take very long for us to build the first wall as we were very efficient when working. This is what the first wall looks like from lots of different angles. As you can see, it's very big. When we were using the drill bit snapped. This is the second time it's happened on this project already, so we got a new drill bit. I then installed a handle for the trapdoor using smaller nails so that they won't poke out the bottom. This handle makes it easier to open the trapdoor when you're on the treehouse, and it makes it look even cooler. I then covered the trapdoor in plywood to hide the nails that were poking out from the bottom. We then bent any nails we had put in that were sticking out, as if we do not bend them we could easily hit them and get stabbed by a nail, so this will be very useful to help us with safety. We then noticed this bit of platform was a bit bouncy and possibly weaker, so we slid in some more fencing rails to make it a bit thicker, then we bounced on it again, and as you can see, it's barely bouncy at all now. When we were installing one of the walls, we had to get one of our friends to climb on the outside of the treehouse to hit the nails in, as otherwise we couldn't reach the tree because it was blocked by one of the walls. This is everything we've done on day 3. As you can see, we've got 2.5 walls. This means we're ahead of schedule. Let's go! Today is day 4. Unfortunately, I was very busy with friends, so I wasn't able to do much today, but this is what it looked like when I took the quad with all our materials to the treehouse. This is all I've done today. As you can see, I filled in a few gaps and added the window frame to the treehouse. Today is day 5 and we've got Farmer Bill 896.
Hello guys.
Today I started off by building a frame around the window frame. This will help us hold the wall together. I then quickly added some nails to hold the frame together. I then nailed the window frame into the floor so that it doesn't move. I then added the window frame and attached it to the wall frame. I attached it using nails. I then added some more supports into the wall so that's even stronger. Me and Farmer Bill 896 then had a packed lunch on the treehouse. We had crisps, sandwiches and drinks. It was so fun to look out the window while we ate. This is the view you get when you look out the window on the treehouse. As you can see, it's so cool. After a quick lunch break, we then started adding panels to the last wall. When we're adding the panels, we have to use a clamp to hold the panels in place whilst we're nailing them in so that they don't fall over. Whilst the clamp is holding them in place, we use a drill to drill the holes for where the nails are going to go. We then add the nails to hold the panel into place. Once we've got 2 nails in, we can remove the clamp and test whether it's going to hold. We then drill the last few holes and add some more nails. This is all the progress we've done today. As you can see, we've done every wall. We just need to do a few patches and add the roof next. Let's go. We're definitely on schedule. Day 6, and I started off by getting these beams and adding them going diagonally up to create a roof kind of shape. This roof shape is only going to have one angle, so when it rains it just slides down that angle and just drops off at the back of the treehouse so that none of it can come inside the treehouse. We've added lots of beams to make the roof really strong. Today I was busy with my family, so I wasn't able to do as much work as I wanted to, as we were at the beach. Today's day 7. That means it's the last day I have to work on this treehouse. I started off by covering the wooden beams we made for the roof in a tarpaulin. This should help keep the roof waterproof and prevent any water from getting on our lovely treehouse. Once I added one tarpaulin, I then added another tarpaulin for extra safety, just so that our treehouse doesn't get soaked when it rains. This is what the treehouse looks like from lots of different angles. As you can see, it is definitely not finished. So I'm going to have to do another video where I modify the treehouse, add a proper roof, add some more things to the walls, decorate the inside. Then after that, I can do a 24-hour overnight challenge in the treehouse. Overall, this treehouse has been really fun to make, but it's also been really hard work. So please like, subscribe, and also subscribe to Farmer Bill 896 because he has helped me so much. This is what the treehouse looks like from the inside. As you can see, it is clearly not finished yet. So this next video is going to be so cool because in that video you will definitely see the finished project. If you enjoyed watching this video, you should definitely subscribe so you can see the next one, because that's going to be even better as the treehouse will be completely finished. In the next video, I can add a tin roof, a bed, maybe a sofa, a parking space, and that will be so cool. Maybe even a zip wire. And then I can do a 24-hour overnight challenge. Let's go. This is what the inside of the treehouse looks like after the full week of building. It's so cool, so please subscribe so you can see the next video, because as you know, it's going to be so much better. Now we'll look at a quick comparison of each day. Now on day 0 not much happened, but you could say it's the most important day because without it we would have never started this. On day 1 we just added some more beams and some supports to the beams. On day 2 we added a proper floor and got a proper platform. On day 3 we started to add the walls. This treehouse is starting to turn into a proper treehouse. On day 4 we just filled in some patches and added a window frame. On day 5 we completed every wall apart from a few patches and added the proper windows. Now this is starting to look really good. On day 6 we started to add the supports for the roof. On day 7 we covered the supports on the roof with a tarpaulin to make the roof watertight. Now when you look at day 0 nothing's happening, but when you look at day 7 everything's happening. It was crazy. Now I've said it before, I'll say it again. Subscribe to me so you can see the next video on our treehouse, and subscribe to Farmer Bill because he helped me so much. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and bye.